Hello again, this is Permadeath Survival. I'm Cy Prime, and it's stormy. Probably lightning. We've got a lot of important things to do today, so we built the solar panel last time, as well as some hydrogen tanks, an O2 generator, and an oxygen tank, so that we can keep going autonomously without our ship attached. So this time, what we need to start thinking about is, well, we're going to take advantage of all the power we've got and maybe pop a couple of extra batteries on the base, because these are going to be charging right now. Our power time says, oh, it's into charge time now, so yeah, we'll put a couple of extra batteries on so we can take advantage of all this extra wind, and we're going to put some more turrets on. We need to arm this base to the teeth so that it can defend itself, because right now we've been lucky. No enemies about yet. There may be some. They might just be on short antennas while they're in peace mode right now. But the more we sort of wander around and travel, the more likely we're going to get attacked by something. So let's get some batteries on here and we'll roll the intro sequence and come back to you shortly. In the not too mega distant future, I would also like to get a nuclear reactor on here, but that needs uranium at some point to fuel it, so that'll also mean a trip to the alien planet, as we already planned. Now, last time it came to my attention that these large things need to be like 9 blocks away, not 8, and also 9 blocks off the ground. I'm not going to do that, because they look cool there, and to be honest, when the wind's like this we get loads of power, so we're okay intermittently at the very least. Longer term we will have nuclear, and we do have the solar panels for when the weather's nice. So the sun's up even though we've got a dust storm, and I'm not seeing lightning yet, but it could be nearby. There's usually lightning with a dust storm here. Something I learned newly upon returning back to Mars. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Okay, that is 6 batteries done, sorted, and we have still got wind to charge them up. By the looks of it, I don't know how much longer for though, because I'm not seeing any lightning. This isn't a major full-blown storm. Anyway, next thing we need more of those turrets. So we need to start figuring out where we're going to put them. They obviously need to be conveyed in. I could have actually conveyed this out, so I could have put some turrets out here, but too late for that. We could probably do with some running some turrets out a little further away from the base so that we can take things down before they get close enough to do too much damage. That might also serve as a bit of a deterrent, or at least a distraction. Where else can I put conveyor lines here? We could take one of these off and conveyor down there, put some turrets out that way. Or we could build remote stations, but they're going to need a little bit more tending to, so perhaps we go off here, pipeline out this way, and put ourselves some sort of turret around here. And then do the same out there, and then we put a few on the actual base itself. Let's see how we do with that idea. So firstly, I can definitely take that out, and we can put a T-junction in. So I need, at the very least, a T. That's the right kind of T. Yeah, and of course that takes up the wrong amount of materials. All the way back round. That hole is getting it. That definitely got past that bit. This is good. This is very good. Right. While I'm at it, I need to weld that back up actually, because otherwise all the stuff on those drawers is going to go nowhere. There we go. Well, it won't go nowhere, but it might not go where we want it. Right. Okay, good start. Next I need a bunch of pipe. How many do we need? Oh, let's just go full 8. That's all we can carry. That's all we can queue up anyway. We get 4 out of them. Oh, not quite. Yeah, 4. Oh, and I'm a bit low on water as well, so that's something I need to sort out. Yeah, the main aim of this bit is literally just to keep the turrets a little bit further away from the sensitive machinery. Right. We're just going to continue that out a few more.
Energy critical.
Yes, yes, energy is critical. Right. Run. Right, energy, water, and that should be all I need right now. Right, so that's energy. Get some water. Oh, and might as well get our food as well. Take 5 of them. Right. That should do us for a bit. I can shortcut through this, so do this up here. I can't really. Right, we're going to place a load more dummy blocks down, and then we'll just weld them up from the top. I'll have to go back round again. So 3, 4, 5. Let's go out one more. Yeah. I'm not going to T-junction everything off that one, because if we do a few more like these units and then T-junction off it, all that's going to happen is we're going to end up with a bit of a situation where it's not even in the ground. We're going to end up with a situation where basically if like this line gets attacked, everything goes down at the same time, so it's all going to be conveyed off separate areas of the base. Now, we don't have fancy lasers or anything else to play with. We're on pure vanilla here for weapons. No shields. But we also don't have reavers or anything like that. Right, okay. Now I need one more to go on the end. So we're going to have I'm gonna spec for T's because they use a decent amount of resource. And then I can put some sort of an array on the end that we can build at least more than one turret on. Now turrets need a block on either side for their swing radius to work, so we're gonna have to be kind of smart about how we build this out. So we will start with a T. Like that, and then we'll put a straight on. That's not a straight. That's a straight. I want to keep the vulnerable side facing down on each of these. Always. Okay, that gives enough room either side for anything else. And then what I could do is I could put one of them on. Which is the least vulnerable side? Probably do that on the front. I can always put something on the other side to protect it, so... Okay, so that allows us to put 2 turrets right there. Is 2 turrets enough, though? We could probably put something here as well. These will take up this space here on either side. I think I put a steel block down there. I could take this off. I'd chuck a T-junction on right there, pointing up. There's a T. Do that. Do it that way so it's safer. Well, safer depending on what direction everything's coming from. The aim here is basically to get turrets on each of the main sight lines to the base. So we could probably do it with 2 sides, but we may have to expand on that over time. At the very least I need this side and the far side. Enemies are likely to go for power generation, so probably the solars first actually. But the decoys are over here. So there's a good chance the decoys will take the hits while these are battering the enemy. Right, okay, so on here we need turrets. Now, we could go with the normal Gatlins. We could go with rockets. We can't build rockets. Artillery turrets. Oof. Probably not. Assault cannons, though. No, I think we're going to go old-fashioned Gatling on these particular ones. I'm going to put that way because that's still... I need steel plates. Once I've got one of these up, it serves as like a access port, so should be able to use it to build the next. We're going to turn idle movement off in a minute. Protect ourselves. Okay. So we're going to take the materials for the next one. Pop you that way, so we've always got access to your inventory. Idle movement off to stop it from hitting us. Okay. It looks a bit silly because it's pointing at itself, but it's not going to shoot itself. And then this one will point... Well, we'll point that one that way actually, but maybe not. Let's put it that way. Okay. Oh! That was silly of me. It should have gone one back. Can't see which way it's going. That looks right. Thank God for these. Okay, good. Back around. We need energy anyway. Right. Now we need that one turret, which I'm actually going to face this way just because I want to have access to the materials. Now this one is moving, but I'm fine with that one. So I've already built them all now. Right, 3 turrets there. That is going to do a reasonable job of defending the sky. All of this kind of is in the way a bit, but if I come over here, yeah, it's got good views around there, all of that, and everything above. They're not like it's coming from like super low to the ground. They don't tend to anyway. Right, so that's good there. I think to keep it from getting detached in any way, we should really think about bridging that gap. Just to make sure in case that line gets cut, then it can at least carry on using the ammunition it's got. Right, that's one. We're going to need something on the other side. Now, this is a little more tricky because we've already got lines running out here. We can't have that. We can't have anything too close to that. Because there's a lot of subgrids going on there. And also the clearance issue. So I'm wondering if we run this one out this way. It needs a lot more tubing though. These are just armor blocks. there is a conveyor under there. So if I took you out and you out, got a conveyor access right there. And I'm stuck. Freaking marvellous. No, I'm going to have to put a slope in. Just while I do this. Okay. So here, I'm going to put a little straight line. Okay. We're going to go out one more. Now these, luckily, we can actually use to pipe in other things later on if we just convert them into another shape. So this is useful. So now we need to take that out and turn the corner. No doubt we're going to need more resources at this point. I don't really want to make it too visible. Is that doing the right thing? Yeah, that's doing what I want. Oh, we've got the resources. Nice. Right, and then we have to come out of here basically. So we're going to need a lot more straight lines now. Definitely cleared up weather-wise, so we're not getting our weather bonus anymore. It's a shame. I'm just going to keep coming out here as far as I can. Or I need to turn it upwards. One more is going to get totally buried. Okay. At this point, I think here I need to turn the corner. I need to put a C shape on and put it that way. Yeah. Okay, and then we can go straight this way a little bit. 1, 2. Let's just kind of re-emerge a little bit. So that one's covering that sort of hemisphere, and this one can cover this hemisphere, and doesn't really leave many more directions that they can come. They're both out the way of the base enough to be able to build unobstructed. So I think that would do quite well. Right, I need this to be like that, really. Okay, so we have to weld all of these up. Now, I did think about doing like some drones to defend a base, you know, on a patrol route or something. Trouble is, it's cool, yes, no denying that, but they get shot down really easily. Now, I think part of the reason why we've been left alone is our initial tech level here was quite low. Our threat level. But that's not been the case for a while now. So I think it's just a matter of when as we travel around, we're going to be spawning stuff. Good. Now, I'm not I'm not welding all of this in yet because I want to be able to see where I've built stuff for now. And then we can look at tidying it all up and hiding it later. But for the time being, for like diagnostic purposes, making sure that everything's functional, piped up correctly, knowing where our piping is so that we can add to it, it's kind of a good idea to keep a lot of stuff wireframe and just weld in the stuff that's functional. Right, I don't want to just put one on here now, so what I need to do is I need to spin this off into... I need resources to do this. Deary me. Right, I need to split this off into a few, so what we're going to do is a T. Quite naked T by the looks of it, and we're going to put a straight on here, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm on there. Well, we can't get too close to this wall, but that's close enough. And then we need to put some more T's on. So, I think the best way to go about this, actually, if I put T-junction on that way, no. I want to put at least 3 here. So that probably should be an X junction. I don't know if they come in this format here. The closest thing we've got is that. So we'll start with that. And then we're going to put, yeah, straight line. Straight line. Straight line. We need to leave 2 spaces between everything, I think. This is why I was warning about like getting too close to the wall over here, so then we need our C junctions. So you go on there. You also go on there. And you certainly go on there. Keeping the vulnerable sides as clear as possible. Right. That's plenty. I think we're going to need a ramp. That also hides the ugly junction in the middle. Just weld you up straight away. Right. One more trip. And then it's only a couple of trips to get the, well, one trip to get the turrets on. Now we're going to need ammunition for all this. Okay. Right, we'll just get enough for one turret. We can pull the rest from the turret. Right. Let's put you on here first. I probably should be setting these not to target projectiles. We don't have anything else to target projectiles with right now, so it's not a lot of choice. Right, is that fully done? Yeah. Okay, let's do one on here. We can face you out this time. Steel plate. Once we've got access to better resources, we should be able to use some more exotic weapons. Like potentially we could turret some railguns up. Okay, and the last one goes straight on top of there. We have to do it from over here. Right, I need to finish that just to tidy that up. Some areas there need a little protection, but I think, to be honest, it'd be fine. Right. Should be alright. We've got 4 turrets there. We've got 1 turret up on top of there. We've got 3 turrets over there. That's all directions pretty much covered. Are there any blind spots at all? See, this can see... Well, that's obviously a bit of a blind spot, but that's covered by that turret over there. And these. That's a blind spot, but it's covered by them. And that. Yeah, I think we've got full coverage with these. They're not mega far away from the base, but they're just far enough away not to sort of have anything attacking our walls by accident, so it should be good. We could possibly start building out a little further away with these things eventually. Or build little mini bases that we can drop into place around that are reasonably self-sufficient. How are we on resources here? We're still drilling. Well, we've fully compressed the second piston already, so it's not really doing much. Now, there's a little change I need to make here. Energy's low. Okay, there's a little change I want to make here. And that is actually on here. I don't really want it looking at all of these. Doesn't need to. It only really needs to pay attention to the drills. If the drills are full, everything's full. Just that's the way drills work. Right. Okay, so I need to now got that block, we've got that block fully compressed. This one I can work out through deduction. One of these pistons is at 10, that's it. Piston 1C. Okay. That's fine. And then I can start naming these other pistons. So 1A, 1, 2, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, 2F. Right. Now then, what I can do is I can set piston 1A, 1C, sorry. It's in positive velocity, max is 10, reverse you so that you're ready to go down. And then in here we go piston 1C in place of that, decrease minimum distance, and that's it. Now it will start working its way down the rest of the way. So this whole system here is shrinking. That's something to bear in mind for that turret on the top. It is going to end up below the roof line, about here. So it's kind of serving as an addition to them. So is there a spot around here where I can get to where I can't see any turrets at all? I'm getting into range of those. Out of range of those. Still in range of these. If I was higher up there, I'd probably be fine. If I approach from behind the solar panels, probably. But I think by then you'd have been tagged by one of these on the way in. Right, that's fine. I think at some point in the future I'll want to set up an early warning system as well. Right, ammunition. I need to put ammunition on here, so got NATO rounds on here. We're only asking for 8. We've got 8 turrets total, so I probably want to be asking for, well, asking for 5. I want to ask for 16, I think. So we've got at least 2 boxes per turret at all times. Right now, some of these turrets will not be armed. Actually, how many do they hold? I think it's like 4 or 5 boxes each. So what? 4, 8. How much magnesium have we got? 71.3. Oh, got another windstorm coming in. Charge time 7 hours, 53 minutes. How much resource are we sitting on? Take 143. Okay, 147k iron. That's gravel. 127k iron. We're going to need a gravel ejector at some point. like we did on the other place. We need to dispose of some of that gravel, but we not before we make reactor components. So how many reactor components are we going to need to make a reactor? A large one. 2,000. Okay. What's required in a reactor component? Silver. Oh god. Silver. 1.67. We need over 2,000 silver. We didn't bring any. We can't start building those yet. Okay, so at some point we must go get silver, take a trip to the alien planet, wherever it's got to. I think it was up there. Find and mine and return with uranium. Enough of it to at least make a difference. We need to finish this out a little bit more, build more refineries. Okay. It's a bit more to do. I don't want to have more refineries on yet. Our power situation's kind of balanced right now. We're at the point where we're just barely getting ourselves charged up. Let's see the situation in the ship's power. 75%. So these batteries here, I mean, I'm going to have to really put these on charge, aren't I? Just because we're risking draining these batteries at some point. Ice-wise, we're at 69%. Sorry, ice. Hydrogen-wise, we're at 69%. We're out of ice, though. But I am fairly certain that if I stockpile these, there's enough in the system to fully fill myself. Yes. Okay. So we're fully powered, we're fully iced. This ship needs weapons, because if we're going to take it on a trip to the alien planet and be away for a significant amount of time mining or trying to find the ores we want, this thing's going to have to bring with it its own weaponry. So let's have a little think about where we can actually plug in some. I don't want turrets because they're very unwieldy and large. This ship's big enough as it is. I just don't think it's going to work too well. But I would like some like front-mounted pilot aimable and fireable guns on here somewhere. I think that's a port there. We could put them. We could sling them on. We gotta be careful. If I sling them under the wing there, in that point right here, so it's like boom under here. It's kind of neat. But if I nose down at any point while I'm firing, I will take off that. It's probably not the end of the world. There's nothing super mission critical here. Apart from the drills maybe, but okay, we're going to use this space here. That was a freeze. Okay, we're going to use these spaces here, just that one, and the equivalent one on the other side here. Right, so in that spot there, I can put some little conveyors. Right, so some small conveyor stuff here, which I can put in like. Oh, these are going to be a problem, aren't they? So I'm going to have to actually sling them down like that. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take this piece off as well for now. Okay. Place that there like that. We're going to do... I need loads of interior plates to do this. Right. Place you like that, and we'll put some normal blocks in between those. So this kind of partly gets rid of the problem of shooting ourselves slightly. Gives the projectiles a little bit more room to get out in the event that we're banking. It also gives us room to put on a few. Not mega keen on one being there unless it clears the front of that, so hopefully it does. And it gives us also 2 paths for the ammunition to, well, to flow in the event of some damage, so that is something. Good, this material matches. Right. Need a load of those. Okay. Now these are not going to be turrets, they're not going to be gimbaled or self-aiming. It's going to rely on pilot and ability, but it does give us a possibility to face off an enemy if we have to. And most importantly, these will use the same ammo as the base. So they should be able to pull ammunition automatically on docking. Right, so now I need... can I pull... no, I can't. Okay. Right, I like these new ones. We're going to go with them. So, right. Now the problem with these are... they just don't connect on the back. Do the old ones do that? No, the old ones didn't. Right, okay. I always forget that. I forget it every freaking time. Okay, but it sticks out so far. We could actually put them in that space there. So... we don't need more than like 4 of these things total. Could absolutely rip an enemy apart with these if we use them wisely. But we might go a little bit more overboard than 4.
Meteor storm inbound.
Yes, of course. Still plates needed. All right. It's going to be coming from that direction, I think. Ooh, nearly fell down my own little hole there. Okay, nothing really came close enough. We're fine. So let's put that one in there and put that one in there. I could put a third one there on each side. It kind of does away with the redundancy though, a little bit. Ugh. What do we do? I could put one there.
Energy low.
Yep. Energy is low, I know. I'll put a third one in there like that. On each side. I think that's kind of interesting spacing as well, so we'll put a block in there and there. How have I got the resources for that? It's crazy. Now to cover these, I have to start messing with that, so I'm not sure I want to. See, I can't build above, so I would have to take out that block and that block. Maybe we do that. Oh. Little risky. It looks like that area was a little pressurized. Interesting. Don't know how it's got pressurized. Who knows?
Energy critical.
Yes, I know. Energy is critical. So is my building. Number 9 now. Why can't I place that? Oh, because of that thing there. Right. I'll go for energy in a second. I'm not that far away from it. I wish we could get like shapes that do like an L shape like that. Something for them to consider, I guess. Still plates. More than enough. Okay. Just make sure it's really firmly stuck in there. Right. Energy. Before I forget, start dying, run out of... Well, I can't weld up without energy anyway. Let's get us finished. I reckon that... Oh, God, need something on there. Does look a little industrial. Actually, maybe I can solve that with one of these. Yeah, it looks a little better. Yeah. And this is the reason why I don't release my builds right away. Because they always evolve. We find things that are wrong with them. We make them better. And then by the time I actually do get around to releasing it, it's nearly perfect. Or at least as perfect as I want to get it. Okay. That's that. And the best part about this is we don't really need a camera to aim them, but I am going to put one on just to be safe. I need resources, right. Yeah. Oh, we've lost a... Yeah, we've lost one of them. Do we replace it? Yes, we do. Actually, this is a good opportunity for me to take these off and put something a bit more appropriate on. Including a camera. I mean, these only end up blinding me anyway, so can't see with them on. Right. Okay, that went down a fair bit. Wow. Right. So, camera first. Facing the wrong way. That's right. So it doesn't look too ridiculous like that. Oh, little presets look ridiculous there. Now we need lights of some sort. So, which reminds me, we also need to put lights around the base at some point. So we'll probably have a bit of an episode around that. I think I want the offset spotlight. Yeah. I want offset spotlights for this. We need something to mount them to though. So So I think I can actually place them. Oh, why can't I? Oh, I can place it there. I can't place it there. That's not a mountable place. That's a bit of a shame. I think we do something like that, which we can then actually place similarly, like that. Slightly 80s, but you know, that was kind of the whole brief for this build. This thing does not need an inordinate number of lights. Quite like the way that penetrates through the back. Kind of looks like it's really like mounted in there. Yeah, that's good. Good designings. The camera hasn't done the same thing through this. Yeah, that's fine. Right. That doesn't look so bad actually. And we've got these spotlights here as well, so they're less likely to get shot off. You. And block weapons. Gatling gun. Weapon is out of ammunition. Right, inventory. That's the one. Alright, they're the Gatling guns for here, so let's just make sure they can actually pull what they need to do this. So let's pull one. Okay, so it can pull what it needs, but it's all going straight back out of here and into the main part of the base. So I think what we have to do is put some special commands on those Gatling guns. So let's see what happens if I do this actually. We've got his inventory manager on. Yes. Can do it on Gatlings. Okay. I just have to find the right... here we are. Right. So we're going to need to say we want... how many boxes can we put in? I want... Right, let's say we want one box of ammunition in each one of these. See, with his inventory manager, if you put special on the end of any cargo carrying object, it will amend the custom data with a shopping list. You tell it what you want, and his inventory manager will do its best to make sure that whatever you're docked or whatever that cargo container or whatever it is available to his inventory manager, it will put what you're missing in to fill your list. So done that. Now I need an internal cargo container within the ship. So like say that one. Okay. And then here I can tell it I need, let's say 20, no, say 30 boxes ammunition. Right, and now I need to go to here and tell it to make a load more, because it's going to be running short. 16 is not enough, so I'm going to say 40. Now once we've taken 30 out into the ship, this is going to need to replace them eventually, but not while it's connected. When I disconnect it, will start making more. Right, have we got enough of everything? Yeah, we've got plenty of that. Right, so now I go back in here and check my inventory now. Gatling cannon, this ship only. Currently there's no ammunition in them, but it's probably still filling up the main turrets right now. Now because his inventory manager is not on this ship, when I disconnect, the special commands will cease to do anything, so they won't keep trying to pull the ammunition out of the turrets and to fill up the big container. 40 just doesn't cut it, so we're going to have to go to 100. I could probably do with bringing the materials to bring a large grid ore detector again, and a few other bits, but we're going to have to work out what they are and then put them onto a cargo container so that it can, yeah, okay, production, let's see, large blocks, or, so we require a bunch of stuff, okay, noted. So we're going to do that bit. Well, actually no, we should also do connector. Control panel. Let's find another one of our cargo containers. Let's go with the large one. Custom data. Oh, we need to make this a special again. I don't like how it does that. It sort of loses the cursor sometimes. Okay. Right. Steel plates. Steel plate 200. Now I'm going to add in 25 as well. So 225. Just so we've got something to build a frame around with. Construction components 80 total. So 80. We also require motors 5 plus 8. That's 13. I'm going to go with 15. Right, I'm going to make that 100. 12 small steel tubes. Just 12, so we'll sell 15 of those. We want a little extra just to make sure. 20 plus 25 computers, that's 45, 50 computers we'll call it. Right, and then 20 construction components as well. Nope, detector components in fact. So we're going to go 25, they're quite heavy. Right. That should be everything I need. Steel plates, construction components, motors, computers, detector components, small steel tubes. Normal. Okay, is this priorities? Ooh. Here we are. How does this work? Minimum. Stores wanted amount. Ignores excess usage. Limiter. Doesn't store items, only removes excess. 100L. Ah, these are the things you put on the end of things. Stores all items. Okay. So if you put all on these, it will just fill up until it's full. If you put an M on the end, it'll only store what you need, but it won't remove anything. If you don't put anything on there, it will start removing stuff if there's anything in there that shouldn't be in there. So the system will pull back any excess, which is kind of what we want, because we want ores and things like that to be pulled out of here. But then it will replenish with all of this stuff unless I blank this back out after. Right, let's check our inventory now. Well, we have detector components sitting in our cockpit for some reason. A few spares, I guess. Oh, that's what, yeah, from when I took down the last one. Right, okay. Large cargo container has these things in. It is starting to put stuff in. This is good. It's not got around to making the detector components for us yet. Let's check our Gatling turrets over here, see if they're all full yet. No. These ones still have room to put more in, so... Okay, let's just check our inventory overall. How much ammunition is enough? I've still got to make another 15. So we're going to increase that to 150 just to be certain. Oh, we're out of magnesium, that's why. Okay, no magnesium. Okay, we used all our magnesium up. I don't think we took it all with us, but we need to get some more. I am going to have to move some ammunition manually, I think. 2. No, it just takes it straight back out. Maybe I need to put special rules on these. Okay. Right. This tells us how full they are as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm in the custom data on these, I'm going to say 3 maximum in each one. Doesn't need 3 any more than 3 at a time. The system can kind of replenish them as it goes. Inventory management, not exactly the most glamorous part of space engineers, but I do find it quite interesting. Okay, now these have got stuff in them. This is good. Let's see, check our cargo. That still doesn't have any excess in yet, so we're just waiting for that to take some, maybe. I think it sees the ship as like a secondary. It might be fighting itself, because we're kind of telling the system, yeah, don't put more than 3 in there, but its inventory manager probably thinks, well, and the game itself probably thinks, hey, this needs like plenty of ammunition. I think it's just a side effect from having so many turrets and not enough ammunition to fill them all. Either way, we're definitely going to go away with some ammunition. Maybe not like the full amount that we wanted, but maybe we need to make a trip to the Earth-like planet first, find some of the magnesium we need. Or maybe we get enough gold and silver. Actually, no, hang on. What we were going to do originally was get enough gold and silver to build a jump drive system somewhere, so that we can hook this up to a jump drive and make our trips a bit quicker. That's what we were going to do. Okay. How much gold have we got left? 1k. How much gold do we need to build a jump drive? No, not 1k. Huh. Do need silver though. Superconductors should be 1,000. Okay, right. So next time we're going to go and get some silver and gold. I think we do that first. Gold, easy, right over there. Silver, probably one of the asteroids on the way to there, so that shouldn't take long at all. We're going to get enough of that to be able to finish one jump drive. We're going to build a rig that has one jump drive on it and a bunch of batteries. It's going to be heavy, but this thing should hopefully be able to get it off the ground, get it up into space. We'll bump our way over to the Earth-like planet, get some magnesium, bring it back, and then we'll take our trip down to the alien planet. So I think that's how we're going to go with this. In the meantime, I'll try and figure out this whole moving. Well, I don't think we're going to get the ammunition situation perfect until we've got enough magnesium to fully replenish all of the turrets. So that's just the thing we're going to have to deal with. So Earth-like once we've got jump drive. So that's our plan for next time. We're going to try and build a jump drive, and then we're going to go and do some bopping around. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, then leave a like just down there if you can see it. If you've not subscribed to us, subscribe so you don't miss any of the next episodes, because they're not always inventory stuff. They can get quite exciting. And we will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.